Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's debate. The motion before us is capital punishment should be banned. We have two teams here today. Team affirmation, who will argue in favor of the motion, and team opposition, who will argue against it. Before we start, allow me to explain the rules. Each team will have the opportunity to present their arguments, followed by a round of rebuttals, questions, and responses. There will be no interruption allowed during each team allocated time. At the end of the debate, I will summarize the key points from both sides. Let's begin with the opening statement from Team Affirmation. Team Affirmation, time is yours. Thank you, moderator. We stand firmly with the motion that capital punishment should be banned. It is an irreversible act that can lead to the loss of innocent life due to judicial errors. However, it has not been proven to deter crime more effectively than life imprisonment. Our society must move towards more human and rehabilitative form of justice. Thank you, Team Affirmation. Now, I would like to invite Team Opposition to present their opening statement. Team Opposition, time is yours. Thank you, moderator. We oppose the motion. Capital punishment serves. Thank you, moderator. We oppose the motion. Capital punishment serves as a strong deterrent and ensure the most heinous criminals receive a punishment proportionate to their crimes. It also provides closure to the victim families and prevent the possibility of reoffending. Thank you, Team Opposition. Team Affirmation, please present your first argument. Our first argument is the ethical perspective. Taking a life, regardless of the reason, is morally wrong and goes against the principle of the right to life. The state shouldn't participate in the cycle of violence by executing individuals. Thank you. Team Opposition, your rebuttal. While we respect the right to life, it is important to consider the rights of the victim as well. The most grievous crimes that result in capital punishment are not just offenses against individuals, but against society as a whole. Now, Team Opposition, please present your argument. Our primary argument is the aspect of justice. For crimes of a certain gravity, such as premeditated murder or acts of terrorism, capital punishment is the only measure that truly reflects the severity of the offense and administer appropriate justice. Thank you. Team Affirmation, your response? Justice shouldn't be about retribution but about rehabilitation and prevention. There is also the risk of executing the wrong person, which is an irreversible miscarriage of justice. Let's move to the question round. Team Affirmation, you may ask your question. How can you justify the use of capital punishment when there is a possibility of judicial error, which could lead to the execution of an innocent person? Team Opposition, your response please. While judicial errors are a concern, They are extremely rare due to the thorough and meticulous nature of capital cases. The focus should be on improving the judicial process rather than abusing a just punishment. Now, team opposition, it's your turn to ask a question. Can you provide evidence that life imprisonment is a more effective deterrent than capital punishment? Team affirmation, please respond. Numerous studies have shown that there is no significant difference in deterrence between life imprisonment and capital punishment. The prospect of spending life in prison without parole is itself a strong deterrent. Thank you, teams, for a spirited debate. Now, I will summarize the argument presented by both sides. Team affirmation has argued that capital punishment should be banned due to moral objection, the risk of executing innocent people, and the lack of evidence for its effectiveness as a deterrent. They call for a justice system that emphasizes rehabilitation. And then, team opposition contends that capital punishment is necessary for justice, serves as a deterrent, and provides closure to victim families. They argue for the retention of capital punishment for the most serious crimes. As we conclude, it is clear that this debate touches a fundamental question about the nature of justice, the value of human life, and the role of the state in administering punishment. Thank you to both teams for their thoughtful arguments. And thank you to our audience for engaging with this critical issue. Good morning.